Shalom. It's the brother Gamal YAHAWAH out of GMS ATL, giving all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Also giving double honors to the apostles and the elders. All right, and also Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out the truth and sincerity. All right, this is a update, just really going into Black Lives Matter and just all the racial tensions in America. All right. Alright, so first we'll start out with this article that I found, or a video rather. I'm just going to go ahead and play it.
Sponsored in part by GetTheTea.com, a powerful detox tea to support your health.
Well, it looks like it's payday for the Black Lives Matter movement. They're cashing in $100 million from liberal groups. This is according to Valerie Richardson for the Washington Times. They're reporting for its talk of being a street uprising. Black Lives Matter is increasingly awash in cash, raking in pledges of more than $100 million from liberal foundations and others eager to contribute to what has become the grant-making cause du jour. Right here, the Ford Foundation and the Borealis Philanthropy recently announced the formation of the Black-Led Movement Fund, or BLMF. They write that it's a 6-year pooled donor campaign aimed at raising $100 million for the Movement for Black Lives Coalition. They state that funding comes in addition to more than $33 million in grants to the Black Lives Matter movement from top Democratic Party donor George Soros through his Open Society Foundation. They state here that that's also from the grant-making, as grant-making from the Center for American Progress quotes, the BLMF provides grants, movement-building resources, and technical assistance to organizations working to advance the leadership and vision of the young. That was released on August 1st. Now, they say the platform also calls for defunding police departments, race-based reparations, breaking voting rights for illegal immigrants, fossil fuel divestment, an end to private education and charter schools. They say a universal basic income and free college for black people. So, there you have it. I mean, Black Lives Matter, they've got it all. They got the cash, they got the action, they've got the people behind it. And if you're white, I guess you're just, into the back of the bus because, you're lucky.
All right, so as you see, all right, this Black Lives Matter is this movement is raking in some money, right? But that's really the whole point of this thing, man. Is really that's the whole point of this thing, is to make money, right? Because that's all it is a business, right? Now, if you look at some of these comments, I was reading some of these comments and they're funny. Now, Black Lives Matter protests could fly first class as they travel from city to city for their protests. What a joke. And look at this one. Won't matter when martial law starts eliminating them first. And that's the truth, man, because you see, all this stuff, man, is basically just a distraction, man. I mean, yeah, niggas are angry about the cop shootings, right? But, I mean, it's all BS, man. I mean, basically, Jake is trying to get Jake is basically trying to get equality in America, right? So, I mean, they're trying to just be left alone. That's the whole point of this movement. Is for Esau to leave them the hell alone. All right. So, they just want to find equality, all right, and they want to stop the murdering or so-called innocent killings of black people, right? But when you go into it, all right, really, Black Lives Matter was founded by Edomite. All right, and here it is. Hacked document. Soros funded Black Lives Matter. When George Soros Open Society Foundations was accused last year of funding Black Lives Matter, all right, they denied it. Let me see. DC Leaks has published a 69-page report from Open Society Foundations in which Soros organization documents its plans to use the unrest following the death of Freddie Gray to accelerate the dismantling of structural inequality. See that? Generated and maintained by local law enforcement. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Well, it's not really too much on that, but basically, you get the point, man. Just the fact that Esau is behind this, right? All right. That pretty much proves that this is just a BS movement, man. All right. This is just set up, or really for money. Why would Esau be behind this, man? Why would he do this for money? You think Esau gives a damn about you niggas' lives or social inequality, as they say, right? And on top of that, the Black Lives Matter face, or the president, if you will, all right, which is Jake. All right, he lives in a house which was bought by George Soros. Let's look that up. I forget his name. Let's see something. All right. All right, now look at this. His name is DeRay McKesson claims to be leading a grassroots revolution for racial and economic justice, but it can be revealed that he has close connections with the privileged and is funded by George Soros and the elite for the purpose of inciting terror and furthering their agenda for a civil war and disarmament of civilians. DeRay lives in a house owned by a board member of George Soros Open Foundation, and the Black Lives leader takes home a salary of $165,000 paid for by Baltimore Schools District taxpayers. All right, so as you see, right, this is basically a cash cow, man. And the point of it is to incite violence and to get these race wars popping, man. So that goes into my next topic, which are these race wars. All right. Actually, I got a precept real quick. Just going back to that. Going back to how they're funding Black Lives Matter. This is Job 20:10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. So as you see, Esau, right? Esau, or I should say, the government is starting to give back to Black Lives Matter, which really isn't owned by it's not run by Jake anyway. But the point is that they're giving money. Technically, they're giving money to black people, right? They're giving back to so-called black people through their injustice, through that guilt. right? Because they see that, okay, there is injustice, right? So you know, they're basically, they got that $100 million, right? But that's what Esau is doing. They're trying to please the poor, right? They're trying to please Jake, or keep Jake. They're basically trying to keep Jake happy, man. All right, now look at this. It says KKK to disrupt Black Lives Matter rally. The Ku Klux Klan is coming to the Hamptons. The hate group, which says it has 2,500 members on Long Island, is planning to disrupt a Black Lives Matter rally for noon Sunday at the traffic circle. All right, reading on, it says, this is the chief officer of the KKK's chapter. He says, they are a contradiction. They always say they have a peaceful protest, but nothing is ever peaceful. They rape, pilfer, and loot. They're rioting and using this as an excuse to do wrong. It's not right. See that? Let's see. And the Black Lives Matter organizer, she replied and said, the KKK is welcome to show up if they have the guts. I would like to invite them to the rally. I honestly don't believe they're going to show up. I hope they come out of hiding. See? And this is their flyer, because the KKK is trying to get more recruits. Let me see, I got another article on that. On that same subject. Let's see if there's anything new. Okay. That's pretty much it on that. On that subject. All right, now here's another one. Black Lives Matter. Video shows cops' intense struggle with teen after he was stopped for jaywalking. Let's see if we can find the video. Alright, so this is going to be another thing that's going to get you Jakes pissed off and incite more violence. Let's see.
Hey, give my, let me call my dad, cuz. Let me call my dad. Hey, man, what are you stopping me? I told you, sit down now. Let him go. Like you said. Let him go. I used to cross on like you said. Sit down. Hey. Cross on like you said. Nigga, I follow orders, nigga. Move, let him go. Hey, cuz. Let him go. All I know is, let him go. All I know is, nigga, you cuz. You choke me, cuz. Nigga, move. Let go. Get off me, cuz. Sit down. Let him go. Now, let's get up on me. You get arrested right now. Sit down. You get arrested? What did he do? Sit down. Hey. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Black Lives Matter. Hey, nigga, get up on me. Get off of him. Get up on me. Black Lives Matter. Let him go. Sit down. Let him go. Get it. What is your name? Oh, let go of me. You gonna choke me, nigga? Let go. Huh? Let go. Get up on me. Let go. Let's go, nigga. Let him go. What the fuck, nigga? Nigga, move. Let him go. Huh? Get up on me. Yeah, you done fucked up now, huh? Let go. Let go. Get up off me. Sit down. You're under arrest. For what? You're under arrest. For what? Right now, for battery on an officer. Battery. Sit down. Now you're doing that wrong. I ain't doing that wrong. Get on the ground. I ain't doing that wrong. Get on the ground. I ain't doing that wrong. Get on the ground now. Black Lives Matter. Get on the ground. Black Lives Matter. Hey. Get off me. fuck you mean? Black Lives Matter, motherfucker. He's not resisting. This shit is fucked up. The fuck you mean? This is my homeboy. The fuck you mean is resisting? You got me fucked up. This nigga's fucking with him, bro. Get off my nigga. Step back. Get off of my nigga. Hey, bro, get off my head, bro. Get off of me. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. Hey, bitch, watch the fuck out. Motherfucker, you gonna hit me with the fucking bike, bitch. I can't breathe, bro. Back up. Back up. Please don't fucking kick me. Back up. I'll break your fucking nose, bitch. Kick me again, motherfucker. I'll break your fucking nose. Hey, come on, look. Fuck my little kid. They're fucking you. He's a high school student. He's a high school student. He's a high school student. They're fucking with him. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Nah, don't. Move, bitch. I'll swing on your bitch ass. You better walk the fuck out. Nigga, you ain't gonna fucking catch me, bitch. Oh, hell no. What's his number, bro?
So that shit was kind of funny, man. But this is what you Jakes go through in America, man. But y'all love this place, man. Right? See? And Jake doesn't have to do anything, man. Jake doesn't have to do anything, right? To be fucked with, right? But you know, I mean, Jake asked for it a lot of times, right? Because all he had to do was just comply with the officer. He probably was mouthing enough to the cop, right? Because you know, 9 times out of 10, when you deal, you know, politely with a cop, right? Because they're the one with the gun, man. Why would you even want to deal with them, man? Why would you even want to test them like that, man? Right? So you got to use wisdom. But as you see, Jake is just finished, man. And I don't know if he ever got arrested or not. Let's see. Let me see. All right, yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Now let's see. Now this is what's going on in Milwaukee. Racial tension exploded in Milwaukee this weekend. All right, around 3:30 p.m. on Saturday, police officers in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, pulled over Sylville Smith when they deemed his car suspicious. Smith and a friend got out and ran, and cops gave chase. A 23-year-old black man was carrying a stolen handgun loaded with 23 rounds, and the black officer fatally shot him after he didn't drop the weapon, police say. Jake is stupid. By Saturday evening, angry protesters were squaring off with the local police force, throwing rocks and bricks at cops in their vehicles. 2 stores and a bank branch were set ablaze at a gas station as a gas station fire burned unabated. 2 more storefronts were set on fire by 2 a.m. Let's see. Alright, so as you see, man, in the Black Lives Matter movement, right, they're backing this. They're backing Jake, they're backing criminals, right? And they're trying to say Black Lives Matter. But these Jakes that are dying, man, they deserve it. The Lord obviously sees them fit. Or the Lord obviously, you know, sees them wicked, right? And so that judgment gets put on them. But that's why you niggas ain't spiritual, man. You don't see that. You just think, you know, first of all, you think that America is just all your life in America is it. You know, that's all you have to look forward to, right? Or one life to live, that whole thing, right? Because you're not worried about wisdom. You're not worried about Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, right? You're not worried about salvation. Okay. Let me see. So I got one more.
Well, former Jacksonville Sheriff John Rutherford says Black Lives Matter should be considered a hate group.
Those comments were made during last night's 4th District congressional debate. First Coast News spoke with the former sheriff, who today defended his comments. Jason Rantala joins us now live. Jason?
That's right. The former sheriff says he believes Black Lives Matter should be considered a hate group because he says what they say lights a fuse that ignites violence, while other candidates in the race call Rutherford's comments divisive.
Do not believe that law enforcement is targeting black lives or black people.
Former Sheriff John Rutherford, a current District 4 candidate for Congress, says it's the rhetoric that Black Lives Matter uses that should qualify them as a hate group. Rutherford says that verbiage is responsible for African Americans turning against law enforcement.
I've lived this as a sheriff, and I know how this rhetoric can be used to turn people against the police, and it's happening all over the country right now. And this Black Lives Matters group is spewing a lot of that rhetoric.
To compare them to a hate group is absolutely wrong. I think they should not have done it, and I think that it's asinine.
Jacksonville pastor Dr. F.D. Newble says Rutherford has never experienced the profiling that many African Americans have experienced.
He's never had to be profiled. He's never had police brutality. He's never had the things that young African Americans have in our community. And so he's not speaking on neither. He's just trying to do that.
Labeling somebody and putting somebody into a box and saying that's what you're going to fit into is not going to solve the problem.
Blake Ray is running against Rutherford in the 4th District. Ray's
Alright, so as you see, let's see. 2nd Ezra's 15 and 15. For sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? So, as you see, that's the ultimate. These race wars are going to kick off, and that's what all this is leading up to. All these racial tensions, them labeling Black Lives Matter as a hate group, right? Because Black Lives Matter has a bad reputation among these other nations. They can't stand, these other nations really can't stand Black Lives Matter. They hate this whole movement. As a matter of fact, because and another thing that you Jakes are doing too, you're disturbing the peace, man. Because you Jakes, you might go in a store, all right, or you might go in a restaurant, people eating, right? And then you go in there and march, you talk about Black Lives Matter, or the last time in Atlanta, I forget, I think it was the 3 cops that got shot. Whatever was the last major shooting, you Jakes, you got on the highway, man. They blocked the highway. The protesters, they blocked the highway, and it shut down the whole highway, man. So that's irritating. You Black Lives Matter people are becoming irritating, right? And the reason that they're saying you're violent is because the riots that ensue after something happens, right? Right? Because especially in Milwaukee, right? The riots that took place in Milwaukee, right? Jakes were out there screaming Black Lives Matter, so they're associating you Jakes that's rioting. They're associating the whole uprising or being so-called pro-black, right? They're associating. They're all starting to say they're violent, right? or hate groups, right? Which, you know, that's going to happen to Israel as well, right? We're going to be labeled a hate group. We already are labeled a hate group, right? So let me see. Got another precept to close up with. All right, now this is Jeremiah 8 and 15. We looked for peace, but no good came, and for a time of health, and behold, trouble. Right? So you Jakes, you're looking for peace, right? But it's not gonna come. All right? A time of trouble is coming. This place is getting ready to go down. Right? So everything is just gonna go downhill from here. You know? Everything. All facets of life are decreasing or decaying, I should say. Right? So that's pretty much it on that. Giving all praise to Yahawah BAHASHAM, and also to the Akim. Just keep pushing. Shalom.